G'day viewers, welcome to the end of another week, here with Aussie!
How you going?
Now we've got stuff, people have been sending stuff, and in Australia, and this is a story that's actually spread around the world, people have been saying, can you please have a go at this Belle Gibson girl who lied about having cancer in order to sell a cookbook and a wellness app, and she promised to donate about $300,000 she made from it for charity, and then Just didn't.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, didn't. Yeah.
And this week she's just straight out admitted, oh, I lied. I never had cancer.
Bummer.
I never gave the money that I said I would. And I just don't know what's going on there. She's somewhere on the spectrum. At one end is filthy, lying, self-indulgent shithead. Whoops. We were just about to start a fire! A professional would edit that bit out.
I love the fact that Aussie became useful for a moment.
We both saw at the same time my shirt had fallen over one of the halogen lights we used and smoke was coming out. And possibly the same thought process went, that might be okay. Or we might fucking die in a fire! So, yeah. A professional would edit that out, but we kind of think you just like seeing that stuff.
You deserve to know where our mental processes go.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, Belle Gibson, she's somewhere between lying, self-indulgent shithead and someone who possibly has quite profound issues. There are a whole bunch of reasons someone could be a pathological liar, and some are more evil than others. At this point, we won't rush to judge.
No.
But, Jesus, it's fucked. I mean,
yeah.
What she really needs is to understand what illness is.
So, right, we figured, me and the angry man figured what we should do is swap bodies with me.
See, because there is those people talking about doing head transplant operations.
Right? Which should be good. Because I don't want my head on her. I want her head on...
Oh, you were like a brain transplant.
I want the whole bit because she's prettier than me and she's got better teeth. And so I reckon I would swap bodies and then she'd go, oh, I have now a shitload of diseases that I could wellness cure app.
And that would be win-win, and because she would obviously get better.
And I'd take her body to a nightclubs and meet boys.
Yeah.
And maybe meet bikies. And various different associates of different criminal classes. And then I'd give her body back much later.
Yeah, and what's the old thing about ridden hard and put away wet? It's like...
Yeah, it'd be different. It'd look different.
Not quite showroom condition.
No, not mint. And it'd be out of the box. The box would be out of the box.
Oh, yeah. Look, okay, I understand why a lot of people are pissed off at her. Having had 3 family members die from cancer, some fuckwit lying about it and making hundreds of thousands of dollars out of it, really fucking not on. But see, she's just the thin edge of the wedge. It's symptomatic of this whole fucking guru, foodie, magical thinking bullshit. I mean, like, she cross-pollinated with all these other fuckwits in that scene, including someone we've talked about before, Pete Evans and his paleo magic.
I've got rocks, make food.
Yeah, it's like,
I've
never quite understood why you would target a human ancestor where the average lifespan was 20 to 25 years and infant mortality was really high and say, ooh, let's be like them. And his paleo diet for babies, he's saying, don't breastfeed babies, do my bone broth. And that book was stopped from being published because when doctors reviewed it, they said, it's not just bullshit, you will actually kill babies with that.
Baby death, not so great on the publicity trail.
Yeah,
That's like a baby death thing. Just letting you know, baby death.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Your baby bone broth lacks some key nutrients that babies need and also has too much of other things that would actually poison babies. These people wander around with their head up their fucking ass, spouting this bullshit, magical thinking, woo-woo fuckwittery.
Yeah, and I've done it.
And they just, are fucking up people's lives. And I was reading this week about Dr. Oz in the US. He's almost at the pinnacle because his TV show, millions of viewers.
I've seen it. He has a fabulous haircut.
He does.
Excellent sense of dress.
Yes.
And a wonderful skin tone.
And a variable relationship with the truth.
Oh, you know, so do I.
Yeah. But you're not doing it to millions of people and making millions of dollars.
I don't pretend I have a doctorate in stuff. I do have a doctorate, but don't worry about that. Let's ignore that.
Yeah, but Dr. Oz, like, when the British Medical Journal analysed what he says on his show, they're saying basically 50% of what he says is either not supported by evidence or is actively refuted by evidence. So basically, when Dr. Oz opens his fucking mouth, toss a coin, because it's 50-50 that he's talking utter shit.
I'm in love with that. You watch the show, right, and go, oh, shit, here we go. Flip. Oh, shit, it's tails.
Spirulina probably isn't going to cure my cancer.
Fuck it. I'll wait for the next ad, and then I'll come back. I'll make a cup of coffee. Oh, is coffee good for you?
Well, and that's the thing. They change every 6 months what's good and what's bad. It's basically...
Sex makes cancer in rats, I know that.
See, I think he's saying he has sex with rats.
Shut up. Everyone does that. It's a phase. It's a phase. It's my birthday soon, and you got to be nice to me. It's a phase. I'll be 45 soon, and there'll be no more sex with rats. Shut up with your judgment about me and rats.
Yeah, look let's
Dr.
move
Oz
on.
has a great haircut.
He does.
And
Look,
he lies.
let's move on to someone who is a bit of a weird story, but he kind of feels like a hero, this guy.
He does.
His name's Lucas
like
Hinch. He's from Colorado Springs in the US, and he was having computer problems.
And we've all had computer problems.
And there's a couple of things you can do when you have computer problems. What our man Lucas decided to do was take out his 9mm handgun and shoot the fuck out of his computer.
Yay! Finally! Someone with sense. Fucking the computer gives me the last bruise screen of death that I'm fucking going to tolerate for today. That's it, buddy. I'll be back. And fuck you, computer. You're just so smart with your ASCII fucking coding and your binary world and your C+. Fuck you. Fucking run faster than this, you fat white box of doom.
The weirdest thing as an outsider, like a non-American, is he was actually in one of the few places in the US you can't just randomly discharge a firearm.
Which is weird, right?
So he's actually like been arrested. He has to go into court for discharging his firearm within the city limits. To which he says, small fucking price to pay for justice. And his quotes were just brilliant. It was stuff like, was it worth it? It was glorious! Angels sung on high! You might think this is us doing our normal hyperbole.
No.
That's what he actually said.
Direct quote.
And this is this is how fucked up the world is. It's got to the stage where when a guy shoots his computer dead, we think he's a hero!